In Africa, it's a case of the good, Pam Zaitz, facing the bad and the ugly.
Pam, come quick. There's 2 hippos just over there. Okay, just wait for the hippo to face you. When you're ready, take it. Pam, they've just spooked, but the one hasn't gone very far. It's right in the water there. Pam, the croc we're waiting for, he's coming down now. He's coming up slowly. It's about 68 yards.
From the spirit of adventure and the heartbeat of the hunt. It's what to trust, it's what to keep. It's Winchester. We're what to trust, we're what to keep. We're Winchester.
Winchester Legends is brought to you by Winchester Repeating Arms, the guns that work. She Outdoor Apparel, her adventure starts here. Ram, there are a lot of places to go in this big wide world, and the new Ram Outdoorsman can get you to every one of them. Hunter Specialties, the world's largest supplier of hunting accessories. And by Otis Technology, the most advanced gun care systems in the world.
Is he watching us?
Yeah, seeing what's going on. Makes probably thinking we're putting meat here. They'll come and investigate.
That is creepy. Should it be creepy or cool?
Cool.
It should be cool. I mean, it is cool. There's a crocodile right over here watching what we're doing. Brad said that they just sort of investigate and see all the action going on and that they'll come over when we leave and check it out. They think we may be putting bait out, but that's cool. As long as he stays over there, that's cool. It's creepy at any other distance.
The extremes of Africa, not simply a matter of black and white. On this great continent, danger comes in every shade, and the hunters in every type, including the female of the species. Women have hunted Africa since the start of the safari, and early in the last century, one of the most famous was Osa Johnson, who married adventure when she wed her husband Martin, leaving Chanute, Kansas behind. Osa filmed and explored the wild parts of the globe, including 5 expeditions to Africa. With a strong nerve and a good rifle, this young woman faced down the most dangerous game of the world. And the tradition of intrepid women in Africa didn't end with her. Today, another adventurous woman in the mold of Osa Johnson is wife, mother, clothing entrepreneur, and hunter Pam Zaitz. While Johnson made it to Africa 5 times over the years, Zaitz has gone there 8 times and counting. And each time she goes, her list of trophies grows. Now, in Zimbabwe, she's after some of the toughest and most deadly.
We're in this riverbed hanging a leopard bait. They've got this bait tied up really, really tight, and they'll let him feed on this. If he does, and they'll loosen it a little bit, and if he feeds again, they'll let it be to where he can drag it off somewhere where he feels like it's safe. Then we can track that and set up a blind there. So we'll just see what he does, but it's very promising.
In pursuit of leopard and some of the continent's other most treacherous big game, Zaitz has come to Zimbabwe to hunt with Africa Hunting Safaris. Zaitz likes to get things done, as when on her first African safari, she could not find hunting clothes made for women. So she went home and began her own clothing line to fill the need. And in order to test out her product, Zaitz has been required to journey to Africa time and again, which happens to be the way she likes it. There's no African animal that requires a greater set of hunting skills, patience, and luck than the leopard. First, the likely haunt of a big cat must be located. Then, bait animals must be taken and the right bait trees have to be found to hang them in. Only when it's determined that a leopard is feeding on a particular bait is a blind built. Then comes the true waiting game, the waiting for the leopard to appear. Endless evenings follow after long mornings of remaining soundless and unmoving, knowing that one twitch, one muffled cough is enough to warn off an approaching cat. And then, in a magic instant, a cloud of smoke in the branches of the trees becomes solid. Except that many times over, hunters return to Africa season after season, pitting themselves against their leopard, never to see even a wisp of that smoke.
When we came this morning to check this leopard bait, the trackers walked up the road to see if they could see any tracks, and they did. So we're going to go check it out and see if Brad can tell maybe by the track how old he thinks maybe the leopard is and if it's a male. Generally by the size he can tell, so we'll see.
8.2 centimeters.
What does that tell us?
In length. Tells us that if it is a male, which I think it is, it's a young male.
Too young.
Yeah, if this is a young male, if I had to guesstimate what the age of this cat is, it would probably be about 18 months old.
Oh.
So for Zaitz, it's age before beauty, a young male leopard to have his chance to grow and breed. Now she turns her sights on Africa's greatest man-eater, on this Winchester's Legends. Veteran professional hunter Brad Fouché will be leading Pam's safari.
You know, they've got that flap. You know, when they're eating, they'll hold the flap there and then they shake their heads back, and there's the flap that stops them swallowing water that opens. It's just loose skin. Oh, he's going for the guts, he's going for the guts. Pam, they've just spooked, but the one hasn't gone very far. It's right in the water there. Pam, the croc we're waiting for, he's coming down now. He's coming up slowly to the edge there. It's about 68 yards.
Winchester Legends is brought to you by Winchester Ammunition, the American legend. Ram. There are a lot of places to go in this big wide world, and the new Ram Outdoorsman can get you to every one of them. And by Redhead, finest in the field since 1856. Don't shed any tears for the crocodile. It shared the world with the dinosaur and is here to tell the tale. And when we are gone, a crocodile will still be sunning itself on a tropical riverbank somewhere. No one knows exactly how big or how old a crocodile grows. 20 feet is not out of the question. And over a century is possible. It's a classic ambush predator, always on the hunt for food. And when it finds it, and its massive jaws clamp closed, they exert a bite force of 2.5 tons. Then the crocodile goes into a fatal death roll with its prey, whether antelope, zebra, man, or woman. And for so large an animal, it offers only a small reptile brain for a sure target.
This is probably one of the ways to have great success with crocodiles is to bait them. On the sides of the Mkwasini River here, we've got a lot of this phragmites, these reeds that you can see here. And it makes it very difficult to hunt from the banks. But the best way is like this, because you can position the animal where you want it to be. This is where we're going to have the bait. We're just going to clean this area up nicely, and then the blind is going to be directly across from here.
To get a shot at a croc, you need your rifle. And Bob Folkrot explains how to travel with it.
One of the most asked questions in a seminar is, do you have any trouble getting your guns out of the country? And the answer is no, if you do it the proper way. First thing you're going to need if you travel at all anymore is absolutely a passport. Second thing you're going to need, no matter where you're hunting, is you're going to need non-resident firearms declaration. What that is it's got your serial number on, it's got your passport number on. When you're traveling, I like to pull the bolt out of the rifle. I have a little leather case made for it. It's got my name onto it. I simply slide that in, buckle it up, and when I open that case up, they can see the bolt is out of it. Second thing, they don't require it in a lot of cases, but I like to put a padlock onto my firearm, so when anybody's opening that up or it's going through an x-ray machine, they can also see that it's very secure. A lot of places are required that your rifle be into some type of a soft case. I have an Otis cleaning kit that's always in there, so I put those in, and everything goes into a very well secure gun case. But I don't want it to look like a gun case. I put fishing stickers onto it, catch and release stickers. On the back side, I've got more fishing stickers. To the average eye, it looks like I'm going fishing, and that's what I like them to think.
Oh, he's going for the guts, he's going for the guts.
You may not think so, but hunters remain as silent, motionless, and concealed as possible when hunting crocodiles, which have had 200 million years to evolve senses of sight, smell, and hearing better than almost any other animals.
We've just gotten word that the guys have spotted some hippos and some crocs up the river here, so we've jumped on the yacht and we're gonna go check it out. It said there's two big hippos, one smaller one, and some big crocs, so came on over to check it out.
Unless it's instantly killed or immobilized, a wounded croc will escape back into the river. That means a hunter has only two sure targets to anchor the big reptile. A shot to the neck will paralyze it, but more certain is one to the brain, killing it outright. And a precise kill shot on a croc takes the right cartridge and bullet, as Bob Folkrod explains.
Well, Pam's getting ready to go to Africa, and so am I. So I know the homework she's gonna do, because she's doing exactly the same thing I am. We're gonna get this gun sighted in. I wanna see whether my solids and my partitions shoot in the same spot. The reason for that is, if I'm going after dangerous game, any of the big six, we need to shoot the solids. If we're hunting crocodile or plains game, you know, I'm gonna use the partition. So I wanna see whether they shoot exactly the same or not, so I don't have to re-sight in. That's the partition. I will drop two solids down there. Oh, Pam, I hope you have as good a luck as what we had. Here's my partitions. Going on a crocodile, I know it's gonna be a tough shot. You gotta go for the brain, and guess what? The partition, you're gonna get him.
This episode of Training Camp was brought to you by Otis Technology, the most advanced gun care systems in the world.
We're gonna run over and check a spot where they've seen some big crocodiles in the past, and we're gonna go check it out and see what we see over there. Got to keep checking these things over and over, because they come in, they leave, they come in and they leave, and you know, anytime you're in the area, it's best to just go ahead and check it out.
Pam, I just spooked, but the one hasn't gone very far. It's right in the water there. The other two have gone. The wind just changed on us briefly. I mean, their sense of smell is unbelievable. But the other two, they haven't gone far. They'll come back. We must just get into shooting position. And we can just wait for them to come back. The other one's already on its way. The other one's a bit further down, but I've got no doubt that it'll probably come back.
The Winchester partition bullet is ideal for taking on dangerous game like African crocs. With a dual-core construction, fully tapered copper alloy jacket, and the partition design, this load delivers extreme energy and knockdown power.
Man, we just got to ease up here slowly. These crocodiles, their senses are very, very keen. So we must just slow, steady movements when we move forward here, otherwise we'll get busted. Okay, let's go. The one we're waiting for is about 30 or 40 meters upstream, but he's just hanging there and he's got his whole back out the water. He's going to make his way back, I'm sure of it. We just got to hang tight here and just be very, very still. Pam, the croc we're waiting for, he's coming down now. I need to just get around the other side of there. I can't see behind this bush, I just don't want to lose sight of him. Okay. It's coming up slowly to the edge there. Okay, Pam, he's out of the water now. Let's just see if he presents us with something shootable. Pam, he stopped moving now. This is perfect. You see, he's got his head up on the other one's back.
Yeah, clear.
Just a little bit behind that smile. That's where we want to take him. It's about 68 yards.
I think he got.
Yeah.
He didn't go anywhere.
Dead as a doornail.
I saw the two go in, and I couldn't. I mean, it's all so camouflaged. Number 3 of the big 5. Well, we finally get to go see the croc. The guys had to go get the yacht. They brought it here, and we're gonna go see. Ooh, he's a fatty. He's big. He's a nice crocodile. How old do you think he is? What'd you say they live like?
They can live up to over 100 years old. This guy's probably about 40 or so.
He's as old as I am. Okay, well, I'm really anxious to see how we get this guy back. So, is there enough room on that yacht for all of us?
Well, I hope so. Huh? We better load it up and see.
Pam, come quick. There's 2 hippos just over there. Pam, can you see the V?
Yeah.
Okay, just wait for the hippo to face you. When you're ready, take it.
Winchester Legends is brought to you by Winchester Ammunition, the American legend. Winchester Repeating Arms, the guns that work. Redhead, finest in the field since 1856. She Outdoor Apparel, her adventure starts here. And by Hunter Specialties, the world's largest supplier of hunting accessories. She Outdoor Apparel's Pam Zaitz, on safari in Zimbabwe, has needed a single, precise shot to take one of the most unusual, yet most African trophies, the crocodile. Now the hunt is on for a bigger, equally as deadly river dweller, the hippo.
Somebody's singing.
Never heard of singing hippos before. That's how you bait them. You sing to them.
Is the other one right behind it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think they're lying side by side.
Aw.
I could have gone all day without that. Oh.
I just meant, oh, I could kill 2 with one shot. That's what I meant.
One of Africa and the world's largest mammals, the hippopotamus or river horse, was hunted by pharaohs and is rightly feared by those who know its true nature, dangerous in the water and deadly on land. Hippos account for scores of lives each year, capsizing canoes and killing fishermen, or attacking those unlucky enough on land to get between it and the water. And like the crocodile, it offers the hunter the smallest of targets.
Pam, come quick. Just slow, steady movements. There's 2 hippos just over there. Pam, it's a hippo on the right. Pam, can you see the V?
Yeah.
Okay, just wait for the hippo to face you.
Okay.
When you're ready, take it.
Okay, I'm gonna take it.
Thank you. Done. How was that for quick?
Hey, buddy. Your good luck. This is the first night you came with us. Oh.
We went straight down. Look.
You can see all the bubbles.
So you saw it.
Yeah.
Well, this is an exciting deal. I have to say, this thing is about 100 times bigger outside the water than he looked in. I mean, I thought it was huge in the water, but oh my gosh, when I saw it outside,
It's unbelievable, isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, can you see these? Unbelievable. I mean,
And that's only a quarter sticking off, eh?
yeah. Well, thank you.
Pleasure, man. Fantastic shot.
Thank you, thank you.
Winchester Ammunition introduces the all-new Winchester.com, featuring hot new graphics, hunting and shooting tips, and improved information on all ammunition products. And if you're into ballistics, check out the most advanced ballistics calculator in the industry, and then download it as an app for your iPhone and carry it with you into the field. Whether you're a hunter, shooter, or both, when it comes to online resources, Winchester is the industry leader. www.winchester.com.